Today I'm reviewing the Bang & Olufsen Beosound Stage Dolby Atmos Soundbar. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've spent extended listening time with this soundbar in a typical living room setup alongside a flat panel TV. I used it for movies, streaming shows, console gaming, and everyday music playback. These impressions come from consistent daily use rather than a brief test. Let's set expectations clearly. This is not a full multi-speaker surround system with separate rear channels and a dedicated subwoofer included. If your priority is reference-level surround immersion with physical rear speakers and deep bass from large subwoofers, that is a different category. What this soundbar is designed to do is deliver a refined Dolby Atmos experience from a single, well-built unit with modern connectivity. In everyday use, the first thing that stands out is the tuning. Dialogue stays clear and centered, even when soundtracks become busy. That makes movie scenes and television dialogue easier to follow. Voices sound natural rather than overly processed. With Dolby Atmos content, there is a noticeable sense of height and separation compared to standard stereo soundbars. Overhead effects and ambient details feel intentional rather than vague, which matters for films mixed in immersive formats. For music playback, the Beosound Stage presents tracks with good separation. Instruments have space, and vocals maintain clarity without becoming harsh. It is not a replacement for a dedicated hi-fi speaker system, but casual listening remains enjoyable and balanced. In day-to-day operation, Wi-Fi connectivity and casting services work reliably. Switching between TV audio over HDMI, streaming services on the network, and casting directly from a phone was straightforward. I did not experience frequent disconnects or confusing navigation during regular use. Build quality is immediately noticeable. The aluminum finish and materials feel solid and purposeful rather than lightweight. The design sits cleanly under a television or on a media console without looking bulky. Now let's talk about trade-offs. This unit does not include a separate subwoofer. As a result, low-frequency extension will not match what a dedicated subwoofer can deliver. In many rooms, pairing it with a compatible subwoofer will increase bass depth and add more impact to effects. Out of the box, bass is controlled and present, but it will not produce floor-shaking output. Compared to simpler soundbars, this is positioned at a premium price level. The added cost reflects refinement in tuning, materials, and industrial design rather than a dramatic increase in raw loudness. When compared to full multi-channel systems with discrete rear speakers and bass management, this soundbar cannot create the same fully enveloping sound field or pinpoint placement of effects. Instead, it offers a streamlined experience with fewer components and simpler installation. In practical terms, it suits buyers who prioritize thoughtful design, clear dialogue, and immersive audio without managing multiple speakers and cables. It works especially well in living rooms where aesthetics are as important as performance. If your goal is maximum surround immersion or the deepest possible bass without adding extra components, a traditional component system with separate speakers and a subwoofer will remain the more capable option. Installation was straightforward, and daily operation felt stable and predictable. So here is the summary. If you want a refined Dolby Atmos soundbar that delivers clear dialogue, convincing height effects, and premium build quality in a single unit, and you are open to adding a subwoofer later for deeper bass, the Beosound Stage delivers performance that aligns with its design goals. If your priority is maximum surround impact or powerful bass without expansion, other system types may better match those needs. Check current pricing below and compare it to your listening priorities.